It is the 29th of April 2025, and we say good morning to all the viewers all over the world watching us on this platform. Welcome you on the program this Tuesday morning. I'm Michael Adekule, the anchor of the program. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for your kindness. Thank you so much for the love. We appreciate all of you, everyone on the platform. And to my respondents on the platform, I mean the analysts, I say good morning to every one of you this morning. Likes of Onyeze, Mr. Femi, Mr. Matthew, Mr. Vincent, Mr. Olajide. I think I'm seeing him right behind me. I say good morning to every one of you at the stand. All right, diverse stories, diverse reports are to be discussed this morning. I'll be taking them one after the other. You're welcome, Mr. Jacob Adedeji. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Thank you so much. I can see Tunde Okafor, also known as David Okafor. You're welcome this morning. Thank you so much for joining us. All right, diverse stories, like I said earlier on. Here, we need to discuss them this morning. Yeah, this morning. All right, defection saga in Nigeria, what transpired in Delta State yesterday. We shall be looking at it. And as well, the fight between Peter Obi, that's the former governor of Anambra State, and the incumbent governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu. Yeah, Obi made a remark about Nigeria yesterday in an university in the US, Hopkins University in US. And yeah, he was talking about leadership style in the country, the quality, leadership quality in the country, which Sanwo-Olu found unwanting. So that's not a good remark by Peter Obi as regards his country. That he should always try as much as possible to portray Nigeria in a positive way. Yeah, in a positive way. All right, we shall be looking at this morning. Don't forget that today is the beginning of Nnamdi Kanu's trial. The first trial of Nnamdi Kanu begins today. I'm not seeing anything regarding that on papers this morning. I've also searched some online platforms to see more what will be happening today, but I've not really seen anything. But maybe that should be maybe after the court hearing or sitting. Or let's see how that goes on. Okay, we have something like that on the front page of Vanguard. Yeah, Vanguard. Unlawful trial of Nnamdi Kanu, an affront to rule of law, natural justice. That's what IPOB says. Okay, somebody just showed me now. All right, but we've not really seen it on other papers this morning. Okay, I left APC. That was the ruling of Progressives Congress because of Godfatherism. I want to eradicate Godfatherism in Nigeria. That is what the former governor of Kaduna State said. That's Malam Nasiru El-Rufai said he left APC, because of Godfatherism, and Social Democratic Party is a party to be when it talks when you talk about Godfatherism free party. You need to be at Social Democratic Party, that's SDP. And as to defection in the country, mass defection, Gandruge, the chairman of Rolling Up Progressives Congress, has said that they expect more defection, more decamping, more cross carpeting into the Rolling Up Progressives Congress. Let's see how that goes. I hope PDP is bracing up for this hurricane, hurricane in the country. All right. Osinachi's husband has been sentenced to death. Yeah, sentenced to death. Her husband has been sentenced to death. And yeah. Okay, let's quickly see what is in the comment section this morning. We need to. Okay, Muki Great is saying PDP is gone. PDP is gone. All right. But some people will not agree with you, Muki Great, that PDP is gone. It is not everybody that will agree with what you said. Let's see. Your new coalition party is coming. Okay, great. New coalition party is coming, so we should forget about PDP. All right, in the comment section, we have David Okafor, Moki Great, Jacob Adedeji, Slimming Dawn is here. Greetings to everyone, and we say good morning to you, Ikechuku Godwin. Thank you for joining us. V. Raymond is also here. APC will fall soon. APC will soon fall apart. That's V. Raymond on this. Why we have Muki Great saying that PDP is gone. All right, whether PDP or APC, all we want in Nigeria is good governance. Yeah, dividends of democracy. Delivery of dividends of democracy is what Nigerians need at this point in time. On to the next one. Please, let us refrain from derogatory statements on the comment section. We don't need that. We don't need hate speech. And we need to respect our respondents on the platform. Emeka Ekeze, you're welcome. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Let us respect our consistent analysts on the platform. You saw what happened yesterday when one of our reviewers gave President Bola Ahmed Tinubu his support, despite the hardship on the land. People complaining, lamentations and complaints about the economic policies of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Somebody was here yesterday giving him 100% support, telling Nigerians that I think it's better for him. I think it's well to do under the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu than the previous administrations. That is it. Different strokes for different folks. That is just it. All right, it's all about the beauty of the program, and that is why we are always here. Public opinion and newspaper review program. This is City Standard Michael Adekunle. Quickly to the headlines we have here. The Vanguard newspaper, defection to APC. Oborevwori. Mr. Femi, come and pronounce this name. Oborevwori. Get over. Why are you laughing? What are you calling? Come here. What do you call this?
Oborowori.
What is Oborowori?
It's his name now, Sheriff Oborowori.
Mr. Olajide.
It's an Ijon name.
Call his name.
Don't mind that. You both of us have Okowa. Okowa. Etuwa no bol. So all
right. Can you pronounce this name? Thank you so much. All right, let me just go with Sharif. That's what I will call Sharif. That's the incumbent governor of Delta State and the former Governor Okowa created political tsunami not seen before, says President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The former Governor Okowa and Sharif, the incumbent governor, created tsunami not seen before. Oh yes, you hear what President Bola Ahmed Tinubu said about the defection of the former governor of Delta State and the incumbent. Tinubu said he created tsunami politically that have never been witnessed before. Wow. Why are you looking at me that way? Okay, you don't want to hear anything about President Bola Ahmed Tinubu because of course you've always been saying it on the platform that he knows how to play that politics.
Did you listen to what the governor said?
I'm still coming to that. All right, on to the next one. More governors will move. That's what Sheriff says here. More governors will move. That's what Sheriff says. Our decision for good of Deltans, that is not for their own selfish ambition or selfish interest. It is for the good of Deltans, that are the citizens of the state, says the former governor, Ifeanyi Okowa. Defection of high-profile politicians, governors widely exaggerated, has no electoral value, says El-Rufai, El-Rufai of the SDP. That's the former governor of Kaduna. On to the next one on page 7 of the Vanguard newspaper. Osinachi, why court sentenced husband to death? Wow, justice has been done at the end of the day. The husband of Osinachi has been sentenced to death by hanging. By hanging. That is what I saw. Conclave starts May 7. Cardinals say new pope must tackle abuse. That is on page 8 of the Vanguard newspaper. NECO will begin CBT exams by 2026, says federal government. And to another one, the unlawful detention and trial of Nnamdi Kanu, unlawful trial of Kanu, an affront to rule of law, natural justice, says IPOB. Now let's quickly go to another one here, the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. I can boldly tell you 2027 is a done deal. Mookie Great is here saying that. Okay, we have people that will be reacting to what to your stance or your position on Nigeria's political space this morning. We cannot face Tinubu in 2027 to work against him, says Delta Governor, that's Sharif. On to the next one. Vatican announces May 7 to elect new Pope. And the last one I'll be reading to the viewers all over the world. World Bank water projects fail in Nigeria as scarcity lingers. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. I said this is Citizen Michael Adekunle, the anchor of the program. Let's quickly talk to one of our consistent and regular reviewers on the platform. Benja, good morning to you. You're welcome.
Good morning. Yeah. Thank God today is Tuesday, a very fine day. So I welcome my people over there, wherever you are. May good Lord of hosts, the Prince of Peace be with you, and God grant you your heart desire, whatever you need. May He provide it for you people, wherever you are, you and your friends. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Benja, gentleman Mike, you're welcome on the program this morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
All right, it's an affront. That's what IPOB is saying. That the unlawful detention of Nnamdi Kanu is an affront to rule of law and natural justice. Of course, the trial begins today, the 29th of April, 2025. What are your expectations?
Well, what I expect it is now the case of Nnamdi Kanu begin with federal government of Nigeria. Formerly under Buhari regime, they are playing game on it. But now, under Ahmed Tinubu, the case have already started. Today is the first hearing. So let us hear what they will say. And the question will ask Nnamdi Kanu, and the reply, he will reply. So we cannot say, I cannot stand here and say that he goes to be released. So today is the first hearing of the case.
Yeah, you heard what Ben Jack said. They cannot stand here to tell us that he's going to be released. But today is a fresh trial for Nnamdi Kanu after spending over 3 years in the detention of the DSS. Michael, the trial begins today. What do you have to say?
For me, I think it is indeed unlawful for this endless trial that we have seen concerning Nnamdi Kanu. This prolonged, unnecessary, prolonged trial that we have seen has trampled on his rights, has trampled on his right to freedom and all of that. It has trampled on his right to fair hearing. You know, there's this saying that justice delayed is justice denied. See, if you think this man has committed crime against the state, his name is the Nigerian state, it should have been put through our judicial system, and everything you can tell when the actual judgment will come, and things will have been dispensed with. That is my position. But for you to incarcerate someone endlessly, and our judiciary are going back and forth, there was a time that government even disregard court judgment and all of that. You have violated. You cannot build something on nothing. You have violated his right at some point, and that must be noted. That must be talked about, irrespective of where the individual comes from. It's not about, it is Kanu today, it can be Kabiru in the southwest tomorrow, and that's why we must talk about injustice whenever we see or whenever we find one. So it's not about where the person comes from, it's about, is this correct, is this right? That you say somebody has committed the crime and you have, according to you, evidences to support that. So why all this delay? Why has the case not been dispensed with 3 years down the line? And I think that is the position of IPOB in that piece that you read. That this is becoming like a judicial terrorism, and not they use words like that. So because that is what it is looking like, because of the way our judicial system has handled the whole thing.
All right, away from that, let's quickly look at what Sanwo-Olu, the governor of Lagos State, is saying about Greg Obi. Yeah, he has tackled him over his remarks on the poverty index in the country. And for the sake of our viewers all over the world, I think I need to read this. This is from the Nation newspaper. Lagos Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has responded to Peter Obi's comments about Nigeria made at Johns Hopkins University in the United States, criticizing the 2023 Labour Party presidential candidate for what he deemed disparaging remarks about the country. During his recent appearance at the prestigious institution, Obi outlined how Nigeria's economic decline over past 25 years has led to a drastic rise in poverty. He used the poverty index to compare Nigeria with China, Indonesia, and Vietnam, showing how the country's poverty levels have surged. Obi further explained that in 1990, when the Human Development Index (HDI) was first measured, Nigeria, China, Indonesia, and Vietnam all fell within the medium category. At that time, Nigeria had the fewest people in poverty, but by 2025, the situation had dramatically changed. Obi argued that Nigeria now has more poor people than China, Indonesia, and Vietnam combined. Now, let us look at Governor Sanwo-Olu's response to the remark of Peter Obi. Sanwo-Olu, in response to what Obi said, factually addressing Mr. Obi's criticism of Nigeria at Johns Hopkins University, accused Obi of making negative comments about Nigeria on global stage, which he believed undermined country's image. That's a dent on the image of Nigeria. Sanwo-Olu expressed concerns over Obi's pattern of behavior, suggesting that prominent Nigerians should aim to project a positive image of the country when abroad. We have a duty to promote Nigeria globally, not to disparage. He remarked, stressing that true patriotism lies in showcasing the nation in a positive light, regardless of government affiliation. And he also addressed Obi's poverty analysis. Sanwo-Olu pointed that during his own tenure, what did he do? That the poverty rate in his own administration was about 53% or so, until Willie Obiano, the former governor, came on board and reduced it to 14.3%. I also noted that at some point when he was even during his regime, when he was the governor of the state, he couldn't even build health facilities, and all of that. He pointed out so many things. I said there was so much poverty on the land. That was during Obi's time. But how would you describe this face-off with Peter Obi?
Well, for me, Obi coming out as the president of Nigeria in that 2023. But when he was a governor, if you love your people, you have to do a great things for the nation. That's why I say, have the interest of your people. Obi.
So, all right, you're still on the program. Welcome. If you're watching us for the very first time, please subscribe on the channel, share and like. Yeah, people want to see a citizen. Make sure you share it to people. Let them see what's going on here. Now we've been discussing Peter Obi, Sanwo-Olu's face off with Peter Obi. His remark, at John Hopkins University, Baltimore, in the United States of America. And I asked gentleman Mike before we had that network issue, that was Obi really demarketing Nigeria, and is it wrong to speak the truth about the country's challenges on an international stage?
I'm surprised that the governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, can be this petty in his analysis. I'm very surprised that he go out of his way, that pride itself the center of excellence. It's not about, and when you were reading some of these things he said, he is more concerned about the image. And I think we should really dwell on that. He is more concerned about the image, the false image. I want to put it, an image that is not real
about the country.
Exactly, a false image about the country. He is more concerned about that than what is happening to an average Nigerian. And I think it's most unfortunate. It's about what you portray to the outside world that no, things are excellent and all of that when they are not. We must say it when it is not, and we must say it when it is. And I think that is the position of Peter Obi. And I don't expect anybody to start attacking as regards that. He gave statistics in the last 25 years, and if you are in this country in the last 25 years, even beyond, you see a steady decline in the economy. You don't need MBS to give you that. You don't need the National Bureau of Statistics to give you that. You will see a steady decline in our economy, irrespective of what they throw around as data. So attacking such information on the basis of portraying a false image is most unfortunate, Michael.
You are still expecting more people to defect, more politicians to defect, more party in the ruling of Progressive Congress. Kanduje, what do you have to say?
Well, for people that defected from some party to APC, time for APC is coming, where people will move out, join another party. This year should be APC, another party to defect to APC, to make them happy. But by 2026, people who are going to pull out from APC, we will see a match on it. That goes to be great, moving out from APC to another party. So some people say that PDP have already died. I don't think so. PDP have already died. PDP have to revoke, will come back. But what I want to say under Ahmed Tinubu for his regime, yes, Ahmed Tinubu is doing good things. For the way things is going, it's good. For the economical rate going high, inflation of things going high, it favors some handwork people. Those who are working, it favors them. I will not deny that one. But the only thing, where is that money? If it is something that buying 4,000, today it is 25,000. If you handwork someone, maybe by that time, let me say 2015 or 2020, we are doing work of 4,000. And by that time, that set is something that's selling like 20,000. But this time around, it is 300,000. So we that work in it, the amount there to put it in order have to be 60,000, but that's no money. That is where the thing is. In one way it's good, in one way it's not good. For me, it's trying, but there's no money on it. There's no money in the country. If there's money, the handwork people will make it.
Now I ask myself this question: is this another rebranding strategy or what? El-Rufai said he left APC to build a Godfatherism free party. What's the party all about? Which party is he talking about? The Social Democratic Party, that's the SDP. But is El-Rufai truly or genuinely fighting Godfatherism, or is just playing politics?
I'll be the last person to hold brief for an El-Rufai in this country. El-Rufai is a terrible person. Even as a governor, he used his office to oppress. There was massive oppression during his time as governor of Kaduna State. He used his office very recklessly, and for me, it's a payback time for him. He's reaping some of the things he has sown in the past. So I'm not worrying about El-Rufai at all. He has been thrown out. He used to be very boastful when he was still within the fold, and chased out a lot of people even from that same APC then when he was with them, the likes of Shehu Sonny and all of that. It frustrated a lot of people out of the party, and at the end of the day himself was thrown out. So I'm not worried about El-Rufai. Now that he's beginning to sound like a Democrat, I think he's only deceiving himself. That he's fighting Godfatherism and all of that. He should stop all this nonsense that he's talking about. He's not genuine. He's also an oppressor, and every oppressor must eventually be oppressed. So I don't feel for him at all.
All right, before you go, David Okafor, I am today Okafor saying that I did not greet Ben Jack, but I greeted this honorable gentleman, Mike, who is talking wisely and he just gave me this morning. I don't know why. But yeah, this is the person that has been greeting you now. What happened? What did Ben Jack do wrong? What did he do?
Well,
Today Okafor.
you will not say your opinion.
It's your
So it's
opinion.
your opinion. So you have the right.
All
So you
right.
have the mouth to say whatever you want to say.
Okay. Yeah, Udeze Chima to Tinubu and his supporters, patriotism is when you come out and tell lies about the reality in Nigeria. If you say the truth, you are either a whaler or unpatriotic citizen. Thank you so much, gentleman Mike and Benja. I appreciate you. He was it.
Yes. Thank you now.
Okay. You're welcome, gentlemen. How are you doing, sir?
More around.
Hello.
Good morning. Okay. Who goes first? Anybody can go first, okay. But let me say, rising sun for everybody where they there. And we don't show. Now, rising sun moment, I would day. Today, Nnamdi Kanu is going to court. I think he's going to start the case from the scratch again. We're looking at 19 fresh lawyers, about 3 sons. Fortified today.
Why are you going to be fortified?
Why is Nnamdi Kanu fortified legally today? Let us see how further go where they want for enter. But that's just my statement this morning to begin with.
Let's see how the situation unfolds. All right.
Okay. I'm saying good morning to our global viewers on Global Stand with our global anchorman, Global Michael Adekule. This is your global analyst, Mr. Ojolajide. You are welcome to our Global Stand this morning. I'm also saying again to Mr. Innocent Elisha for a blessing to me last week. Like I said, the humble man here delivered into my hand. May you be blessed. And all people have been blessing our reviewers globally. May God, bless you, immensely in Jesus' name. Amen.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Lagide. Now to Wednesday. One of our viewers on the platform said this court case about Nnamdi Kanu needs to stop at this point in time. That enough is enough. What are your expectations? He said he's fortified already. So what are your expectations beyond the fortification you're talking about?
Let me make a statement. Let me just say this. Coming from Cameroon, the chief judge of the Cameroonian judiciary or whatever made a statement very clearly. He said Nnamdi Kanu caught his attention when he I wouldn't say he was confrontational in that. I think the last court appearance before this very one, when they challenged the Nigerian judicial system on their own, constitution, and the man said something. He said, "There's no how Nigerian government can, because they have already committed a terrorist act on Nasir Nnamdi Kanu by kidnapping him. So there's there's no court that can try Nasir Nnamdi Kanu as it stands now." Well, look at it. Unfortunately, James Omotosho was Wike's boy. He's there. I don't know what I've not really cited him to it.
Why is everybody with his boy?
My brother, I'm telling you, you can see the kind of judgment he delivered in River State. I'll leave that thing. We know what is happening. So let us see what is, we know who are bringing them, where they are coming from. And he think he can face him as a Nnamdi Kanu. I pray both of them, especially James himself, comport himself very well, so that there will be normal, everybody will witness peaceful court proceedings. But if you feel you're going to act, then you're going to face another higher reality at the end of the day. But what we are saying is this: Nasir Nnamdi Kanu never committed any offense, and he should be set free.
He never committed any offense.
He never for one day.
Do you subscribe to what?
I agree with him 100%.
That he never committed any offense.
I agree with him 100%.
Why was he picked? Why was he arrested?
This is the issue.
In the first place.
This is the issue. This is the issue of the case.
Okay.
Nnamdi Kanu is a free-born Nigerian citizen that have fundamental human rights of self-association. Yes, to relate with people and to express his grievances wherever he feels that his rights is being trampled upon. And so speak to say that the tribe he hails from, if he feels that injustice being meted to them, he has the right to say it, to show it that, look, we are being marginalized, we are being doing this. So the right for him to speak up on anything he feels is not okay with him, that's the fundamental human right of it. And the way he went about it was not criminal, was not disturbing the peace of the state. He went where he went about it by which the way the law stipulated that you should go about expressing your grievances. By demonstration, by protest, carrying flag. But it was the government of Buhari that turned into violence, that rained military forces against him and began to kill him, attack him, because they saw his agitation as being inimical to the agitation of Fulani who want to dominate, who want to conquer the whole Nigeria. They rose up against him. He started shooting at their people. Nnamdi never take up arm against the state. It was a peaceful demonstration, was embarking upon his movement, which he has the right. The Constitution of Nigeria gives everybody the right to express your grievances by demonstration, by protest. That was the method he has chosen. But because the government of the day then felt that he would diminish the agitation to conquer Nigeria, the tribe. That's why they went all out against him with the military to start killing people. And remember, as at the time was about to appear in the court that time, there's an ambush laid for him. Remember? And he was even had to run for his life. Nnamdi Kanu left Nigeria because he was admitted the court cases that was being called, as was appearing in the court. But there was a threat to his life when he invaded his house, killed his people, killed his supporters, and there's a real threat line wait for him to be killed. That's because then he has gone there, he now ran for his life. So he has the right, he has not committed any crime. If there's any crime committed, the Nigerian state has committed crime against Nnamdi Kanu for saying that this associating there's lots of people. And the government of the day then has the right to have call him, Mr. Man, what's the problem with you have to talk? And table is they will receive his petition and look into it. It's like the father, your children are complaining. And instead of calling your children and ask them, dear, what's the problem? You ignore his disobedience. That's not the way to go by. Federal government at that time of under Buhari should have called him, ask for what are the grievances you have against Nigeria state, and then treat him. The one that is urgent they can treat it. The one that's required maybe further steps to take, that's required that are difficult. Tell him, Mr. Man, hold on, and be sincere about it, and then take a step to addressing it. Instead of doing that, you are silencing him, you are oppressing him. There's no way to go. Anywhere we are calling for equity, justice, and fair play, there are more, you must see that it's established. Not that you are suppressing, you are cheating people, you are suppressing, and you don't want him to see anything. You are suppressing. No. As far as I'm concerned, Tinubu should have opted away from the way Buhari was pursuing in search for political solution for Nnamdi Kanu. We have asked him that, hello, Mr. Man, what, by extracting from Kenya, Tinubu would have taken a separate way from prosecution, asking, table your requests, and we they look to it. The immediate one they can solve it, and ask him this other one will look to it. Now he's ingressing back to east, so that to go and pacify people and bring them back to the society. That's how it's supposed to be. So Nnamdi did not commit any crime. Did not commit any crime.
All right,
I agree with him.
You said that Nnamdi Kanu didn't commit any offense or any crime. Now, certain persons in the country have provided solutions to it, which is political solution. That's what they prefer, that they should settle the issue, the matter, politically. But now we have another court, another judge in charge of this case. Do you advise the government to still settle it out of court, or let the court proceedings move on?
Of course, the court is not working in Nigeria. If the court is working, if the court is actually independent, Nnamdi Kanu should not have been where he is for almost 5 years now. That's the truth. That's number one. Two, I told you that it's not the law that is holding Nnamdi Kanu. What is holding Nnamdi Kanu is interest. As simple as, and Bola Ahmed Tinubu has extended that interest, the same interest that had Nnamdi Kanu. And we are watching. And the guy has to automatically, after giving options of political solution, the federal government rejected it and said, and moved from treasonable charges to terrorism charges. Nnamdi Kanu is going in the court today for terrorism charges, against him. So, and he said, I'm no longer interested in political solution. Let us go to court. Today, we are going to see fireworks if the guy will sit up very well. Native lawyers, 3 sons, all of them are all in the court today.
Highly fortified. All right, away from that, let's quickly move down to Peter Obi's face-off with Babajide Sanwo-Olu of Lagos State. Yeah, it seems to some politicians the way Peter Obi portrays Nigeria in the international community or in international world is becoming unbearable. What happened in Johns Hopkins University, Baltimore, in USA, is an example of what Sanwo-Olu was citing or is saying currently. He said Obi should always try as much as possible to portray Nigeria in a positive way in the public space. Now, does criticizing a nation weakens it abroad?
I don't know what would the angle the governor of Lagos State will want to see that from, whether it is a positive one or whether it's just purely demarcating. Is there any fact in that? This is not the first time. We watch Obi in Indonesia, the same thing. We watch him in Canada where he goes to deliver speeches. The same thing. We watch him in London where he goes to deliver speech. The same thing. Obi has always bring reality on the table. And looking at when he was governor, I think in all the governors within his era and after his era, most of their names are in the EFCC except Obi. Obi was also the only governor, as at that time, that was able to live. I think that was what caught Obasanjo's interest and Atiku's interest. There was nothing attached to his government linking to anything that has to do with corruption. That was an outstanding character and integrity. But anyway, but if you look at what Obi was saying, that Nigeria has become poorer in the last few years, it calls for
say that has declined economically in the last 25 years.
No. Okay, given the recent World Cup record, that more Nigerians are going to go into poverty.
Yeah.
I don't know. You see, my question to Sanwo-Olu is very clear. I know he likes Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Anything he wants to defend him, but are we doing the right thing at this point? Once you see somebody make such, it's not for you to go back to the drawing board, sit down and see what do we do on this. How do we able to, Obi never demarcated Nigeria. He pointed it clearly that Nigeria is going down on daily basis, even under this present administration. I don't say anything wrong with that, but because it's coming from Obi, like Atiku always said, once it comes to Obi, everybody will, stay up his dust immediately and begin to see, if there's anything that can hold on to launch attack and all that. But I think that will not disturb Obi in any way. The way I'm saying it, Obi will still carry on with his duties the way he feels. That this is the only thing he feels that he can contribute to Nigeria at this point in time. But what Obi said, the question to Sanwo-Olu, is it a reality? Or is there any act of demarcating Nigeria in that place? Or he was just pointing to, issues that Nigerian government need to look into? But if you go to the street, you want to find out yourself whether things have actually gone down or declined. You get information from the street. How much is dollar? How much are you buying a cup of garri? Those are the things that determine whether the economy is viable or not. But that is the truth. Nigeria, the inflation rate has moved from where it is now. I think we are heading up to 60%, the highest in the world. So when you look at the way Sanwo-Olu reacted, I understand he needed to, because when they are not too sophisticated on the area of the economy, they know this government does not understand the economy very well. All they understand is how to, make sure that is Sumani. People should move, the crowd should follow them. Defection, that's what they are interested. They're not interested on what to do to fix the economy. I remember before the election, 2023 election, when Obi was consulting, moving around and trying to see what other nations did to be able to have stable electricity. He was being mocked. When he was dishing out, what he intend to do when fuel subsidy is removed, he was being mocked. Now they are saying, unfortunately for Tinubu, he did not sit down very well and be able to engage the stakeholders very well before he announced the issue of subsidy, and that has collapsed the economy. Then who are you to blame? You are to blame. Tinubu should take responsibility of this failure that he has brought to the Nigerian economy. No, there's nobody. I've not seen anybody, unless you want to play politics, unless you are super rich. You say this economy is what celebrating currently now. Because I've not seen that person.
All right. Was Obi truly or genuinely speaking about the state of the nation, the current state of the nation, or was it denting the image of Nigeria?
Obi was not denting the image of Nigeria. He was speaking the truth of what was reality or what Nigeria are facing. Over the 25 years he quoted, of course, I might say that the tenure of Obasanjo and the PDP government was still comfortable to Nigerians. But the era of APC from 2015 was terribly a setback to Nigerians. That was when the price of every other thing you can think of started going extremely higher. That's why we begin to have hyperinflation in Nigeria. Therefore, by the time Buhari's government clocked 8 years in power, we have had the price of everything in Nigeria change. Pure that was supposed to be 5 naira become 1 naira now. Everything, the 8-year tenure of APC in Nigeria was a total collapse. It's a colossal wastage and high cost of living that brought upon Nigeria. So Obi was telling us the truth of the state of affairs of Nigeria, what it was under, of course, the worst of it was under APC of Buhari. And now, Tinubu now came, raise the tempo, raise the level higher than what it was by the removal of subsidy, of which I support anyway. But the way it was done was not okay. You know that this is a product that has multiplier effects on every other product. Once you touch the price of that product, there will be an effect on the price of that product, and it will go up. What are your shock absorbing plan you have in place so that the money, extra money you make from subsidy, you deploy it to the masses, to the public, to cushion the effect on Nigerians? There's no such plan. You talk about positive, nothing. No, you see, so it's a decision I was taking that out of drunkenness. I will tell you, I've said it before.
Out of drunkenness.
Out of drunkenness. Somebody will woke up from sleep and drunkenness. I don't take a decision. It's a that decision I was taking. Otherwise, you should have known that that price of that product has effect on every other price of that thing. And once you remove the excess you say you used to spend on it for us, you keep somewhere. What are you deploying it for in the life of Nigeria? It didn't deploy to push. If by now we have government buses on the streets, Mr. Mike, as against the private buses, the price of bus fare will come down. If government is subsidizing food prices, yes, people will see that. But every area of life that touches the life of people, if they see that excess money you save from that subsidy, see it being spent on them to push the effects on them, they will appreciate your government. That, oh, they will applaud the removal. That's right. You left them to cope with that exorbitant high cost of living, the hyperinflation cost of that removal which brought upon them. So it's a failure. So people are saying the truth, and then the corruption that has characterized the management of our economy, how money have been diverted. Look to your lot. Obi is saying the fact. Obi is not delegating the country. It's better you say the truth so that whoever wants to help you will know where to come in. So by saying that, some foreign nations can come and show sympathy to Nigerians, offer a help by betting that everything is okay in Nigeria, whereas we are suffering. It's not. So Obi has not said anything. No, he has not done anything wrong. He has said the right thing.
Okay, let me just round up. I want to give it to Udeze Chima. Okay. I hope he's listening. Okay. When we are talking about the issue of refinery, Warri refinery, or Kaduna, Lagos refinery, everywhere is refinery, as they projected in the paper then. Do you know, I read a report and discovered that those things were just mere propaganda. And these are the things that would have helped the economy to stabilize. That is the Nigerian APC government for you. But unfortunately, I don't know why the activists we have currently now, nobody is just, maybe, I think poverty has eaten everybody now, everybody is trying to survive. Nobody wants to know whether things are going wrong anymore, whether nobody wants to contribute anything. You cannot hear this kind of analysis on the conventional media houses. They can't say it. Can you imagine? We are here debating the issue of refinery. Sorry, it's working. They have moved 20 trailers. Bros, where is it now? That's why I want to celebrate today's Chima, because today's Chima said something that day, if I can remember. Find out yourself. This is Nigeria, where anything can happen.
All right, thank you so much, Oyesi. All right, before you go, the defection drama in the country.
Let me tell you, I not too trust El-Rufai.
He said he left APC to build a Godfatherism free party.
I know to trust El-Rufai. You understand? Because this thing you are seeing, me, I don't see it the way they see it. I'm seeing it differently, But Obowore made a statement. Sheriff Obowore made a certain statement, where he said that their defection to APC is a movement. I don't understand what it means. And remember, just like what this man was saying, that governors have a lot of money in their hand now, because in everything we do in Nigeria we are being taxed. So government, they feel, you can see how he's smiling. Tinubu favored me. You can see it, because Tinubu at our own detriment. At our own detriment, you are busy so that everybody will move. You don't know what will happen in the north tomorrow. I said it. They are watching, because what we are trying to create at this point in time, and for me, I think it's too early, for us to start seeing this kind of statement coming from the president, that we are heading towards one party system, or it is APC 2027 or nothing.
On the issue of Obi denting the image of the country outside, Christopher Omole says your analysis of kind of sentimental. And
even me.
That should we devalue our country because we want to be president?
Oga, let me tell you what he's saying now. That is the problem we are saying. You know, that's why they come up with different propaganda. And when we point it that this is not correct, are people not challenging America outside? What is the big deal about Nigeria? When Buhari went to wherever he is and said Dutch nation 5%, Nigerian youths are lazy. What did Sanwo-Olu do? Was it not in Sanwo-Olu government that Buhari made that statement? Did he stand up because it's Obi? Or you want us to talk? You want us to talk about it? We want us to talk about the sentiment that is going on the ground. We want us to talk about how much Bola Ahmed Tinubu has borrowed. We want us to talk about the deficit. We want us to talk about a lot of things that has gone wrong automatically under this government. And he said, somebody like me, I will go anywhere and say it. If something is not working, it's not working. Nigeria, we should not be pretending when the president themselves, Bola Ahmed Tinubu themselves, his media aides themselves knows that, Oga, this thing, we are struggling to fix it. They know, and people should talk about it. Look at the revelation coming from Tunde Bakare. Am I the only one? Why didn't you go and arrest World Bank that made that statement that Nigeria will go into poverty? Not that again. So why didn't you, Sanwo-Olu, and this man that is saying this thing, go, Abi, you there abroad? You know what? Can you stay with that life for 48 hours? Into the talk now, can you stay? Then you say ban B, ban 20, ban 30, ban 100, and Nigerians are paying. Then all the governors are dancing to AP. That this happens in Nigeria.
Thank you so much, Onyeze. I really appreciate your contribution this morning. I left APC to build a Godfatherism free party. El-Rufai, can you trust him?
El-Rufai is not saying the truth. El-Rufai is talking of because he has lost out from the current power game in the APC government. I don't know for whatever reason why Tinubu doesn't want him. This is a man who has crossed from many parties. From PDP, he started with PB to become FCC minister. From there, he moved to CPC. From there, he moved to AC. Now he has moved out of. So it's a when you have somebody who is not stable politically, have a political ideology, is building an interest for his building where his interest will be self-served. So everybody should not be trusted for anything he's saying. That he is a godfather. The governor that was there, he brought him. Now he's at legal the governor. He's himself is a godfather of a system of a politics. So he's not saying that he's building a godfather-free party. He's not saying that. He's only looking for where his system will be protected. Having lost out in the present power game in the APC government of President Tinubu, that's what everybody is all about. It's not this for us. We know where it's going for.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mike.
I really appreciate your contribution this morning. All right. Good morning, sirs.
Good morning, Mr. Mike. Good morning, our esteemed viewers globally. Good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, all our ardent reviewers on this program. Without you, we couldn't have been here. We believe that whatever is being said on this program remains our opinion, our view. It should not be used in attacking us as a person. This is a bed of whereby it's an amalgam of opinion, and I believe that whatever we do is about learning.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. It's good to be here again. We thank God for life, and I want to say, your viewers that have been there for us, God will never forget you. God will always remember you likewise. And I want to say, Mr. Moki, I thank you. Mr. Odulade, I thank you. Sister Tina, you're best of the best of lady I've ever seen. Thank you very much. Thank you for the humanity you are doing around this global city stand. And thank you. And Mike, I have to thank you too, because you'll be able to manage like 10 heads together. It's not easy, my brother. So that's a good day to start with today.
All right, a good day to start with, but it isn't a good day to start with on the side of Peter Obi, as the governor of Lagos State, Sanwo-Olu, has tackled him over his remarks on Nigeria. But is it wrong for Obi to criticize Nigeria abroad? Is it denting the image of the country or what? Yeah. Is it desperate? Is Obi ambitious? Is it too ambitious?
I think it's more of a desperado. Obi is more of a desperado. He always wants to be noticed anywhere he goes to. And the politics, don't play politics like that. You need to win the heart of the people home. And look at even Obi himself. I expected him to be going to coalition with his party, the Labour. Labour is in extinction as we're talking now. It's someone that cannot build a party that will stand firm, and is going all around and diminishing the status of the country in America. That was when he went to US the other time, and the US immigration, they caged him down that there is one guy using his name for fraud. So all those things, he doesn't need it. Stay in your territory, stay in your home, and let people hear you loud and clear. You don't need to go to BBC, you don't need to go to VOA for you to be heard. I mean, all the media issues, if you don't want to be heard, you can come to City Stand there. We will give you, that privilege to hear your view. I think Mr. Obi is going too far. And I think the way it is now was he's still having that trauma that he lost that election. But that trauma is working on it like as if there's nothing that happened. And he should remember that if he start throwing stone from US, right? If he should not throw stone from that US to Nigeria, because you don't know who that stone will meet. And it is a minority now, political minority. Minority will have their say, but majority will have their way as it is. So to me, Mr. Obi should let the government breathe. In a good climb, you will see Mr. Obi giving advice. What's so wrong? Mr. President, can I have a meeting with you? But every politics in Nigeria is a bitter politics. That's the problem we have in Nigeria now. I will not say it doesn't have any instincts that it wants to bring on the table, but let it be constructively and within the circle of the nations, not the of America.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Kule. Is Obi truly suffering from election loss? Is it going extreme?
I differ with that posture, because I want to believe that constructive criticism is part of social engineering. And moreover, I want to say one thing now. If for Obi to have been invited to speak at John Hopkins University, you should know that he has what is called a very high pedigree. And Obi is not just somebody that will just talk without having some statistics that he could lay his hand on. And you and I are in this country. We know what is happening. And I believe that for any construction, for construction to be made, every construction is based on arithmetic. And if anybody that wants to outsmart that arithmetic pays dearly for it. And that is what I will tell Mr. Governor Sanwo-Olu. Because if you are not tolerant of the indices as being shown out by Mr. Peter Obi on the affairs on the current state of the nation, then it shows that he is living in a new illusion. I want to believe that whatever is going to be done should be done pragmatically. And moreover, we live in a kind of a global world now. Whatever is happening in China can be seen anywhere, any part of the world, because everybody knows. Even if it should clothe truth in diplomatics, people outside the country, they are seeing, they know what is happening. They have their relation, they have their friends, they have everybody in this country that they can also call to say this thing. You see, I believe that Mr. Sanwo-Olu is just playing to the gallery. He would have taken it in good faith that, okay, let me tell my father, who is the president of this country, to look on this aspect of things. Let us check the statistics of what Mr. Obi has said at John Hopkins University, and then so that be able to address some of the salient points there for social engineering. I think in that light, I think the government would have done that if they have taken that, if they have told that line. That is my take.
All right, before I continue with what we are discussing this morning, please, Ikechukwu Godwin, you made the first comment there. I didn't see anything. You wrote the second one, but please, we don't permit such comments on the comment section. Please let us respect people. Let us respect people's opinion. We don't permit such comments in the comment section, and it's against the rules and regulations of YouTube. The rules and regulations it's contrary to the rules and regulations of the platform. Please, we don't want that kind of comments in the comment section. You can be constructive in whatever you are doing or you are writing there. Please, we don't need it. Thank you so much, and God bless you. On to the next one. Away from Mr. Obi, Peter Babajide Sanwo-Olu of Lagos State, the fresh trial of Nnamdi Kanu comments. What's your take on it?
Yes, if I were to say something on that, I believe that without sounding immodest, Mr. Nnamdi Kanu has gone through what is called a legal trauma, and we is not supposed to be, because this is someone that has been brought before a competent court of jurisdiction, and he was absolved. I don't know why they are hanging on, why the retrial, because I believe it takes two to tango. If two parties go into a legal dispute, one will surely win. In a situation whereby the only one that goes into a legal tangle with Kanu is also the arbiter in this case, then you begin to wonder, are we not making mockery of justice system administration in this country? Then you begin to, because all this orgy of going back and forth is not supposed to be. We are just washing our dirty linen before international community, because if the real thing is being done, when a court of first instance has already had the case and he moved on to a higher court again, the same court pronounced that he should be released. Why are they still holding on to him? Then all this orgy of going back and forth over this Nnamdi Kanu of a case smacks of a kind of a prejudice, and it's not good for the health of the nation and our judicial system.
Your take on it?
I think my brother here is just realizing that they are washing our dirty linen in the public space, and which is saying, I'll still go back to Obi himself, is washing our dirty linen in the public. John Ken University is talking. Ken Universities that you're talking of is not as privileged. It's not as prestige university as talk of. Yeah, it's not as prestigious as this. I think it's a top university around that. I'm talking about one of the biggest, Harvard University. Yeah, Harvard University. Harvard University. So I think don't let us start praising our people for what they have. Then past, Mr. Obi, what happens to the Masop? Well, Masop not killed then. Well, a lot of Masop not killed then. So when you bring in a leader, you have to look at his antecedents. And we have looked now. Nasir will be released, and his own too. He should learn from the lesson. The lesson will now taught him how to behave in the society, because problem of Nnamdi Kanu did not only with the federal government. It happens. It has issue with Lagos State government too, because there was a classified information in which they bought all the media papers off for it not to cause issues between the southwest and the southeast. So to me, he's my brother. I've been campaigning for him to be released. I've been agitating for him to be released, because once they can release Nnamdi Kanu, because they are two agitators. Both of them are agitators. So they should release Nnamdi Kanu too, and tell him to go home and sin no more. And I think you cannot play with the government. Anybody that wants to dare the government is at his own peril. There's a way you deal with the government constructively, and we need to be telling ourselves. And those non-state actors that are pushing Obi, they are still here now. They are enjoying their business. They are going about their business, but Obi is suffering for it. That was why Obi told them that they should release him for 2 days. It would, put an end. Nnamdi Kanu, right? Pardon me, please. And Nnamdi Kanu told them that don't fight for me. Let me come and fight for myself. So all these non-state actors, we have them around here, and they should stop all this, they should stop putting fire on the fuel, you know, more fire on the fuel for me.
All right, Nnamdi
No, let's hear
Kanu,
them. Let's hear them. Yes. Let's hear them.
Nasir, Netherlands, Mr. Adekunle, please can you ask Kunle if Tinubu withdraws from 2027 that's election and it will be of us between Sanwo-Olu and Obi, who would he vote for? Who would you vote for?
Who will I vote for?
If Tinubu withdraws.
That is if. That is if.
Yeah.
And that if cannot come to reality. The president will use it 8 years. And you can see he has already started signing some, you know, potential, players. The guy from the Delta, the German is there. A lot of them are just shifting. Even in the old East now, everybody is shifting to the camp of the APC. But one thing I want to say is, Mr. President, please, the silos, the food silos, bring them out and let there be abundant food. But Mr. President cannot feed all of us. We too, we should embark on agriculture. It is, some, space you have in your garden. Plant something. Aboki are the one feeding us, and we are complaining they are bad, they are this thing. But can't we engage in farming? And I can say that. That's why I don't have that mouth to start condemning Mr. President about the food issues. Because number one, we don't know our population as it is now. We are just guessing. And the population, the country that does not know its populations, is meant to doom. I mean, and I will say my last statement here, that as we are now, please, we are all Nigerians. What are the inputs? What are we going to put on the table for Nigeria? And you always you are envious of America, London, all this thing. They love their country. Nevertheless, there's any shortcoming. They love their country, and they are putting something on the table for the country. I myself now, I have to be putting something on the table.
Some viewers are asking if you are still getting tokens from the APC government.
Hey, my brother, God bear me witness. As I'm talking to you, I hold nobody in APC any dime. So the thinking has to be there when you want to ask me such questions. If I'm benefiting anything from APC, you wouldn't have seen me here. I will have been posted in one place, in one local government, in which I'll be engaged. So we should always be thinking before we talk.
Is there any way or any other way we can approach the situation of the country than going abroad to talk down on the country? Of course, he was stating the obvious. I get him now. And since it doesn't all go well with some persons in the country, is there any approach you can use?
You see, before he even traveled outside the country to give that lecture or symposium, I want to say that while he was in the country, he did mention some other things. Though what he got after saying all those things was attack from the APC-led government. They were not taking it in good light. They believe that they are using political coloration to attack him instead of facing the gist. Don't look at the person. Look at the content of the message. I think the APC-led government, they play to the gallery by not looking the message. They are attacking the person of Mr. Obi, and which is not good for this polity if we really want to move this nation forward. I did mention earlier that construction is calibrated on arithmetic, and those who tries to advance that construction or calculus pays dearly for it. I hope the APC-led government will not pay dearly for all this constructive criticism that is being dished before them, for them to have a lesson, to take a lesson from it and do the needful.
And are they really addressing the issues being brought by Peter Obi, the issues being tabled by Peter Obi? Is the government of the day addressing these issues?
You and I know what is happening now. They are not addressing it. To me, if they are addressing it, you cannot be seeing all these social inequalities that is popping up on our daily, everyday, on our daily life. And when you look at the market forces, what is the current inflationary trend now? A percentage. What was it before? Though there might be some little, there might be some shift in some area, But how sustainable?
Nice now has come down.
Excuse me. Hello. Okay, let me take the petroleum aspect of it. Now we've been hearing a lot of prices have been banned in a country where we have that soil is a naturally endowed resource, and we are still paying as high as this. Then you begin to wonder, what of all that things that we don't have comparative advantage in producing? How are they going to subsidize this so that you and I, the ordinary Nigerian, can enjoy it? If the one that is being given to us by God is not being used to the fullest advantage, to the benefit of the entire citizenry, then you begin to wonder, where are we going from here? Where are we going from here? I want to say that if the APC-led government, they should just shave politicking and do those things that people have been crying, because the primary needs of man rest on these three anchors. That's the food, shelter, and housing. And when you look at all these things, if those three anchors are being taken care of, I think all this social unrest, criminality in the land would have been a bit curtailed. But without all this, then you begin to see all manners of criminality coming to the fore. You can see Nigeria now is gradually turning to Rwanda, because a lot of terrorist groups, they have now come off to say, okay, to agitate for one thing or the other. That is a state where things are not working. If things were to be working, nobody will agitate for something that is already given. So that is my take on that. And more so, the APC government, they should have to go to the drawing board. Where have we left? What have we not done right? So that we can have the sympathy of the electorate. Because 2027 is very, very near. It is not about pulling people by dagging carrot to them. The only carrot the APC government can dagu to the masses is good governance. And that is the mandate we gave them. And that is why they have now fell short of that mandate. That's why Nigerians are crying that they should do the needful.
Thank you very much. The mess of the APC, the mess of the PDP that they dropped on the ground is what the APC is trying to wipe off now. And I can tell you wholeheartedly, the APC, they are restructuring the country the way it's supposed to be. And my brother, I've said it, is the World Bank and IMF policy the Nigeria is embarking on, and we have been on that since Chagari time, 1980.
World Bank that told you,
yes,
you suffer.
Yeah. That is what it come. Don't we enjoy more? Don't we loot the money more? Don't we loot the money?
You saw the report.
Don't we loot the money?
You saw the report.
Did they loot the money?
The
PDP didn't. Yeah, the result has to be like that. But the
has to be like that. Why governors are cutting away millions?
That is why we are telling you. That is why the president is telling them now. If you, governor, don't want to do your duty diligently, then we will carve the local government out so that the local government can have autonomy.
Has he been able to implement that?
It is.
Has he succeeded? That's the question.
It's still going to succeed. It's still going to succeed. But Nigeria are always in haste to. They are always in two. To get something done. Yeah, to get miracle. To perform for the people, to perform miracle, and majority don't even support. So why would you don't support? Why criticizing him? I can say it loud and clear. It's we people that are supposed to be criticizing the president because he has our vote in his hand. So they have to go and meet Atiku, meet Obi, meet all these guys. That how do we get to this place? But I can tell you, Mr. President is working on it. I can tell you, Mr. President is going all around to get things done, to balance things. Because it's not Mr. President that when the Mambela power project was there for years, and some people are here coming to talk about governance of somebody. What did they do with the money when the power project issues was turned to bazaar? That who you know is who you give the, and they never know the achievement in any position they give them. And I'm talking of the power issues. President Obasanjo, I dare to hit that. The only regret he has in life was the power issues that they wasted trillions of dollars,
It seems
trillions of naira.
you have renewed your oath in the administration.
Yeah, they renew up now. They renew up now. Is what is
it
coming.
Because of the person that came yesterday, one of the reviewers that gave President Bola Ahmed Tinubu his support yesterday? That way you renewed your hope this morning?
No. That was my hope.
I can see
that my hope. I could see some bullet being fired at me. So I need to tell them that bullet, it cannot penetrate me, because I can see majority of the viewers there.
No, nobody's firing anything.
So to me, the country will still laugh last, because the region also balance the region, and is balancing the region, and all the regions are getting best of the best day they've never. I'm talking of the governors. You cannot. Then you go. Everyone should go and ask his governor.
I understand you have right to your opinion.
Yes,
and nobody's gagging you.
Yes,
right?
Yes.
Mr. Vincent and Mr. Kule, let's quickly talk about El-Rufai's move to eradicate Godfatherism in the country. Some see El-Rufai's move as an inspiration, that his confidence is so inspiring. He's a joker. Is he a joker?
I said
he left APC for Social Democratic Party.
El-Rufai, to me, at times, when people, what is because when you talk about relevance, when he held sway as the governor of Kaduna State, he was beating at his polling booth. You understand? And for somebody of that nature, if he's making any mouth, it's like a toothless bulldog that back and cannot bite. And even at that, one should not lose sight of his movement to SDP, because he's not going there alone. He's going in coalition with some other interest groups. I want to say one thing here, that if he says he's going there because of, he left APC because of Godfatherism, he's going to SDP because of what? And most of the governors are all in the same toga of Godfatherism. Nobody is absorbed of Godfatherism. Nobody can tell me vividly that he contested on the platform of the party solely by merit. Somebody must have propped them up. Somebody working behind the scene. And they are also accountable to that person. You see, I've always said it on this platform that Godfatherism is one of the bane of Nigerian politics. And moreover, the political firmament, the amphitheater of our politics, is so suffused with monetary inducement instead of merit and competence. Because if the antecedent of a person is taken into account, or rather the integrity and pedigree of any person that wants to vie for an office is taken into account, I don't think because this present crop of politicians that we have in the saddles of power, they are not the best of. They are not the best crop that Nigeria has. And I want to believe that we will continue, because when you pay peanuts, you get monkeys. A scenario whereby construction is not being laid well on arithmetic is calculus. The calculus of it, when people try to outsmart it, they pay dearly for it. That has always been the bane of Nigerian politics. And I will continue to say it and say it again and again. Because El-Rufai to me is a no to me, because I don't like his own brand of politics. Under his watch as governor of Kaduna State, then a lot of attacks were committed. What did he do? And apart from that, I see him as a religious fundamentalist, because when you look at him, most of his utterances smacks of a kind of a partisanship. I want to believe that El-Rufai to me is not a reason. We still have some good politicians. They are working under the curtain. I think it's too early now to start saying where something is teaching to. But the only thing I can say for now, the APC-led government, they are doing everything to whittle down the electoral advantage at the opposition party in order to get an advantage to themselves before 2027. And I believe that the coalition, whatever coalition that need to be made now, should be made well. It should be rested on concrete, objective, and sensible adherence.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Vincent. Kule, your take on El-Rufai?
Yeah, my take on El-Rufai is
that's credible to build a coalition, to build a party like SDP. Looking at his antecedents, his past records.
El-Rufai has lost. El-Rufai has lost the status. that people use, that platform people use to respect him. And I can tell you the way it is now, Ubasoni that he planted, that he brought as a governor, doesn't respect him any longer. Even that one is even taking him up, that is for corruption charges as it is. So El-Rufai, to me, when you ask the fellow member of the PDP, they will tell you El-Rufai is nobody in their party because it's not really stable. And the problem, the seed that El-Rufai sow is what is reaping till today. And when you're talking of El-Rufai as a fascist, you know, I can tell you as a religious fascist, what happened to all those Southern Kaduna people that were killed? I think that, you know, that thing will still stick onto his horrible killing of that, what's it called, the Christian in Kaduna.
So that would be an impediment to build a successful coalition.
It's not building any coalition. Let me tell you, all the coalition as they build it, it will still go into extensions because these people are not minds, you know, they don't have same mindset of agenda. They don't have same movement of agenda. They don't even, you know, have the thinking cap to, you know, to get things done easily because they are power mongers. A lot of them, among them, there are a lot of power mongers that will, you know, not let that coalition to work. Buhari has exempted himself already. It's a pleasure. I'm sorry to encroach more than my time.
No problem.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
All right, Kule. Thanks for your contribution. Mr. Lucky, welcome. Mr. Nasir, good morning to you as well.
Good morning, viewer. Good morning. I greet you. Good morning, viewers. My name is Nasir. I greet you all. May God bless you. All of you that are watching. May the Lord be with you. All
right, yesterday you said you were disappointed.
Yes.
About what happened in Delta State. The former governor, Ifeanyi Okowa, is cross-carpeting to APC and the incumbent governor of the state, Sheriff. You can see what Sheriff has said here. We cannot face Tinubu in 2027 to work against him.
He's talking out of sense. I don't want to.
He has also promised that more governors would come to the ruling All Progressives Congress.
Yes.
And you are a member of PDP.
Yeah, I said I'm coming to bring my card. I'm still looking for my card.
Okay, you don't tear it here.
I will tear it.
On this live program?
Yes, I'd rather support coalition. I'd rather support Nigeria. You see, I listen to Kule now. Kule always abuse the governors of PDP. That PDP are corrupt. PDP couldn't do their work for how many years. But APC, President Tinubu is absorbing them, bringing to his party. Things you say they are not good. Why are you bringing them? Condemning El-Rufai. El-Rufai work for APC. Is that not so? El-Rufai work for Tinubu. Today, El-Rufai don't longer work with them. So if he's coming to opposition or coming to coalition, so be it. We need people like that will fight for Nigerians. Yes, we need people like that. Let them disagree, then come and fight for poor. If he change, it's not today I know El-Rufai. When he was the minister of FCT, people hate him. He's a governor for 8 years. So all I know is that we, the opposition now, whether coalition or whether we are purely obedient to, we need people like that to come ahead.
And you think if El-Rufai was given an appointment in the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, it would decamp?
I know it will not decamp.
Do you think it would have
maybe God make this
SDP if was given an appointment?
I know
you know he was denied.
But you know El-Rufai is a kind of street person.
Very blunt.
Very blunt.
We know that.
Very blunt. And he look at Tinubu government that is not favoring people. They have to, whether they give an appointment or not.
Don't you think he's reacting because he's not dining with them?
Yes, I agree. But opposition need people like that to come and fight for them. We need many of them like that. Forget all these governors who are the campaign for APC. But let me tell you, please, I'm begging Nigeria, whether obedient to, go and register. They're online now. Go and register. We don't need to say, I am not going to vote. Many Nigerians will say, they are not going to count our vote. We can't wait for this monster to kill this country. Finally, people will say, 2027, PDP, APC will take, no. And I always say, nobody knows tomorrow. You don't know what will happen tomorrow. You don't know one of these leaders will die. Are you hearing me? So please, let's pray so that we have opposition that will come out and face this monster. They are monsters. How this governor jump into APC? Something is wrong somewhere. It's a threatening by the APC president, threatening them with EFCC. If not so, I don't see the result of that at the camp. I don't see it. But let me tell you, Nigeria, when the time comes, we Nigeria will speak. Let all of them, all the both APC and PDP, we said they are the same thing. They are not different. But Nigeria should prepare. We should not leave this thing for them. Except because they are the camp, we should lose hope. I am not losing hope. I will remain and look for anybody that will come on that position.
You are not losing hope. Just the way El-Rufai is not losing hope. I said, you heard what Lucky said. I'm still coming. Just hold on. He said El-Rufai said he's not bothered by the defection of parties or members or anybody to the ruling All Progressives Congress. And looking at what President Bola Ahmed Tinubu said yesterday about the defection of Ifeanyi Okowa, the governor, former governor of Delta, and the incumbent sheriff, he said this is a political tsunami that has never been seen in the history of Nigeria. Do you think it will be? Do you think El-Rufai that is leading a coalition against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the APC will succeed?
Please,
with this political tsunami that is going on,
mention another human being in Nigeria, not El-Rufai. His coalition and everything will never remove what happened in his own state, Kaduna. It will never wipe away all the blood that was shed in Kaduna, the massive killing, the massive burial, Nigerians, churches that were born under his watch, and we didn't see any reaction from him. You know, French people said, "Qui ne dit rien consent." If you don't say anything, when evil is happening in front of you, you don't say anything. It means that you approve it. So Nigerians died en masse in Kaduna State during the time of El-Rufai, and we didn't see El-Rufai do anything or say anything. As of now, I've never been a tribalistic person. I've never have religious sentiment or tribalistic sentiment. No. But as of now, every Fulani is a suspect. I'm telling you honestly, they are still on killing Nigerians from bush to bush, treating Nigerians like animals, butchering Nigerians more than they butcher cow. And the calf of Nigerians is still in front of them and in front of Nigeria. The photo is not wiped away. So mention another person, not El-Rufai. And by the way, why El-Rufai want to leave APC? Why? All those people that are jumping from one party to the other.
No, he has left.
Eh?
El-Rufai has left.
He has left APC.
Yeah, to Social Democratic.
Then why? All those people that are jumping from one party to the other, I consider them as stomach politicians. People that are playing politics to feed their stomach, their own interests. Do you know what is belonging to a political party? Belonging to a political party is like a believer. It's like a faithful person worshiping God. There are things that push you to one party. Our party, you say our party is the best. Our party is the party that can give Nigeria the best. And you start to work for that dream to be actualized. And now you jump from one party to the other. It means you are not faithful. You are not trustworthy person. Do you know how many people follow you when you were in APC? You have disappointed all those people now. And if you are criticizing the party that you belong before, why not continue inside that party and keep on criticizing the same party and keep on bringing constructive criticism for your party to stand? And now you jump from there because you didn't get one interest or the other. You jump to where you will benefits more and more. And you are calling us to come and to follow you, and we will follow you to jump up and down. I'm not ready to have sex with a prostitute. I'm a husband of one wife, and I prefer one wife. All those harlots, because harlot is a woman that go from one man to the other. The same thing with a political leader. And by the way, Fire told us something some years ago. Fire said he's more than 60 years. So what is he going to do with the power? That's what he said during the time when he was in APC. It means he has said bye-bye, and now that he's coming back, has his age reduced?
All right, thank you so much. What are your expectations today? Today, 29th of April, 2025. Nnamdi Kanu.
By the grace of God, I think I'll pray for them to release Nnamdi Kanu, because for me, you see, we don't need all these things. We have a president from the south. When Buhari was there, they were calling Fulani this and that, holding this thing. But today, our man is there. I don't know why what is still keeping Nnamdi Kanu in the cell. If you have done that, so be it. We'll be happy instead of all this calling all this government for south. Do the needful. When you do that, that one alone, so that's not true. So the Obi matter. Yes.
Sanwo-Olu versus Obi.
I'm surprised Sanwo-Olu should be changed. Anyway, I didn't blame Sanwo-Olu. Maybe they must have called and said, Sanwo-Olu, you are not be talking. They have not heard your voice. If Ambode is talking now, people will respect Ambode. You can see the bash. They are bashing Sanwo-Olu. Sanwo-Olu, you don't need to do that. Obi is opposition. We need him. We need people like that. They are making him too popular. They are making it too popular. The segment is back there. Sanwo-Olu have come, analyze it to Nigerians today. People are talking about their asses of Sanwo-Olu. What have you done in Lagos as a governor for 8 years? If Ambode is replying Obi now, so be it. People will love. Ambode did well more than Sanwo-Olu. Sanwo-Olu should go arrest and face Lagos and even turn with Ogun State and do something that people will see. Otherwise, I'm not seeing anything. For me, Obi, I give you kudos.
All right.
Fight for us. Fight for the opposition. We support you. Keep talking. Keep talking. Like Atiko, keep talking.
Thank you so much.
We need opposition. Thank you very much.
Mr. Nasir, your take. Nnamdi Kanu.
Yes, my take on Nnamdi Kanu is the federal government, Mr. President, should hear the masses talking and pleading, release Nnamdi Kanu. Since he is not a terrorist, he is not among the people terrorizing to Jordan. He simply, asks for his rights, I think. So they should release him.
All right, thank you so much. All right, this is a natural injustice, an affront on rule of law. Can you conclude that? An affront of rule of law, a disrespect for our judiciary. But whether all these things have been said or not, the most important thing is he has been detained for some times, and his case has been revisited. His trial commences today, a fresh trial. Nnamdi Kanu. What do you have to say? What are your expectations as a Nigerian?
It's a laughable issue because the case have been tried years back, and the man have set free by our court judiciary that the man has no case to answer, and they should set him free and even awarding him some benefits. But they turned the case upside down and still hold him bound. My question is that why are you holding him? If you are trying to revisit the case again, is it the case they have treated? Is it the same case they have treated we want to revisit again in the same court, in the same country, Nigeria? I don't know. It's an embarrassment to the nation. It's an embarrassment to the international community to be hearing all this. It's an embarrassment. Let them do the needful. Release this young man, let him go. He has no case to answer because he has been justified by your court. By your court, Nigeria court. He has been set free. Why then are you holding him? He said his case has been revisited. What are you going to reveal? Are you going to add another judgment again? You understand me? Are you going to add? Tell me. I don't know. Mike, honestly, I don't know. I am disappointed being a Nigerian. I'm disappointed.
All right, so you want to take.
Mr. Mike, good morning, and our viewers, good morning anywhere you are watching. My name is Mr. Lawrence. The issue about Nnamdi Kanu, I want to ask a question. Our people say that people that ask questions will not lose on the road. The question I want to ask, I want to throw the question outside. What did Nnamdi Kanu commit?
Offense, yeah.
Offense Nnamdi Kanu comment that make Nnamdi Kanu to stay for Nigeria study more than almost 10 years.
No, it's not over 3 years.
Over 3 years now.
No, okay, 4 years. 4 years, 24 hours in a Nigerian prison is 24 hours, making 2 days. Times how many days? That's why I calculate it like that. Now, they already kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. I brought it for Nigeria. And the court of Nigeria and international court has said that this man is innocent. What's he holding Nigeria government to hold Nnamdi Kanu? Now, let me say, okay, Nnamdi Kanu commits atrocity that nobody in this world commits. But what is Nnamdi Kanu is telling about Nigeria many years ago is what is happening in Nigeria currently. You know that Nnamdi Kanu said about these terrorists that are happening in Nigeria. Before it starts in Nigeria, the whole world, the whole Nigeria said that Nnamdi Kanu is a what? Is out. But now, see what is going on. Mention any state in Nigeria here that Fulani S-men never go one day and go and touch the villages. I think that none of them. Why federal government, Nigeria government never call the Fulanis, the terrorists, call them as a terrorist, or to hold them ransom? That's what is happening in Nigeria here. You remember, in last 2 years or last year, they said that ESN is a terrorist organization, Nigeria government. But it had Nigerian to call Fulani S-men a terrorist when our former president is there. Why? Did Nnamdi Kanu, is it the problem of the Nigeria? Is it Nnamdi Kanu make us that will not see food to eat? Is it Nnamdi Kanu the person that deny our security in Nigeria? Which one of them? Mention the army defense said that Nigeria to do what? To defend themselves. That is the same thing Nnamdi Kanu said. Why they never arrest that man? As the same thing Nnamdi Kanu said. That Nnamdi Kanu don't have any case. What I'm saying that going on in Nigeria is tribalism and religion. Nigerians, they need to sit around table and tell themselves the truth.
All right, before I let you go, guys, because we need to round up the program now, can El-Rufai lead a successful coalition against President Babajide Sanwo-Olu come 2027?
Well, personally, I don't believe in El-Rufai. Yes, I don't believe in El-Rufai. El-Rufai is more or less a terrorist. Yes, El-Rufai is more or less, because we watched El-Rufai when he was governor of Kaduna State. Is he not a Kaduna? Former governor. We watched him. When, during his own time, the southern Kaduna was massacred. He wanted to eliminate everybody from there under his watch. And he was there. He's not doing anything. They burn everywhere. Burn all the whole houses. Burn all the whole churches under his watch. And they kept quiet. Now you are coming to lead a coalition against Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But when they give you that free hand to become a governor of your state, you couldn't defend your people very well. How are we sure that if they make you a president, if you come out as a president, you're going to safeguard Nigeria. No. I don't believe in him. I don't believe in him. Honestly, I must tell you the truth.
And we want a party that can rescue Nigeria.
Yes.
That can take over the power.
The problem I have with our current president is that he doesn't have the IQ to direct Nigeria. He's a good politician. Yes, I can say it. He's a good politician. All I meant to know. He's a good politician and a strategist. But looking at this country, Nigeria, looking at it, because he has been planning to become president since far back, seeing all the problems in Nigeria, and you enter instead of solving this problem, the thing become worse. Oh, it all means that the man has no plan for this country.
We are still expecting more of you. If you want to,
he has no plan for this country.
You are free. APC is free for you. That's what Gandhi said.
No. APC is free for the camp. Yes, APC is a party. You understand? But mind you, that all these people, they camping from APC, all of them are ruled under PDP. All of them, including El-Rufai that is moving now, working a coalition. A coalition against.
He was
the former with the PDP.
El-Rufai?
Yes, he worked with Obasanjo, former Obasanjo, as a
from
minister.
APC, he decamped to
and from
SDP.
PDP, he decamped to APC. You understand now? Then what are we saying? All of them are, but we are looking for a credible person. All of us are Nigerians. You understand me? Whether APC, that is a party.
Can that coalition provide a credible person for Nigerians?
Let me try one thing, Mr. Mike. It's not parties matters. Let me use another.
Can it produce a credible person for Nigerians?
It can be possible. It can be possible. In Lagos State here, when Fashola is a governor of Lagos State, from which party? I ask you a question. The same piece, have you? The Fashola did well in Lagos or not? He did well. Ambode is for here. The same APC. And he did well. Now, let me go to Abia State. When PDP is ruining Abia State many years, did any good thing come out in the PDP? Till the day of one person come up from that the same party and do what? And change everything in that the same state that evil grow up. Any problem we have with Ahmed Tinubu is game master. We know it very well. But when age matters in everything you're doing in life, the stage you reach, your thinking will do what? Must drop.
Is that what is affecting Mr. President?
That is number one, because you don't have that strength again to lead as a leader. You're supposed to.
He has
You're supposed to.
He has advisors.
That's what he said.
He has advisors.
Yes, he has advisors, but
does it mean that the advisors are not advising him well?
Listen, it's not that you don't have advisors. That's when I met Tinubu in the governor of Lagos State. We remember the story when Obasanjo is the president of Nigeria. Do you think that young time Ahmed Tinubu is a governor of Lagos State, is a president of Nigeria at that moment? Do you think that Ahmed Tinubu will still do this he's doing now? Let's tell ourselves the reality. Ahmed Tinubu helped Lagos very well when he's very young. You can't use that compare when he's old age. What is Ahmed Tinubu supposed to do that? To find somebody, a genuine person with support, be a guardian to make Nigeria to move well.
Move forward.
Are you getting me? That's where I'm seeing Ahmed Tinubu. But this man called what is El-Rufai? El-Rufai to me is 0/100.
He's only joking.
He's to me is 100% joking.
I can tell you that instead, you see that coalition they are forming. You understand me? Even if they form coalition and did not bring a president, any person from the Southern, I'm going to still continue. I said it before. Let them form 100 coalition. But if the coalition is not coming from the Southern, yeah, but especially from the East, yeah, Ahmed Tinubu will continue. You are forming coalition for nothing. Let your coalition that you are forming get insight that you are picking somebody from the south that would rescue this country.
All right, thank you. I appreciate your great contribution this morning, Mr. Femi.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Yeah, have you been now? Sorry. How is your health now?
It's getting better.
Yeah, people have been asking after you.
I can say one or two things without coughing.
Okay. Thank God. Yeah, we've been discussing Sanwo-Olu's face-off with Peter Obi. That's Obi's remark in university in United States of America. He talked about Nigeria, the decline in the economy and all of that, which Sanwo-Olu reacted to. That's the governor of Lagos State. And from there, we discussed the mass defection, and the one President Bola Ahmed called hurricane. That is a political hurricane that has never been witnessed in the history of Nigeria. Is it true?
Yes. I've not heard a kind of a mass, defection from a particular party to another. A sitting governor, all the House of Assembly, former governor too, Okowa, Oborifori, all of them join together and they say, pack their bag and baggages and say they are leaving a particular party. It's a hurricane, and somebody target hurricane Tinubu. I've not heard something like that happening. Like it is very, very rare. The governor, deputy governor, former governor, all the house, member,
everything collapse,
almost where the governor go, the former one go, deputy governor. It is governor that is sponsoring the party now. If governor left the party, it is only the grace of God that can make that party to sustain, because. And we are talking about a rich state like that, Delta State. Delta State is very, very rich state. It's a very big blow to PDP that they have to work very hard before they will get over this.
I left APC for a Godfatherism free party, El-Rufai. Your take on it before we go?
Okay, well, let's leave El-Rufai alone. El-Rufai is he want to prove something that if it doesn't involve in any administration in this country, that administration cannot function. Or if it's not involved in any political coalition in this country, that coalition will not be work. But that is believed. Let's subject it into test and time. It is a tentative statement, so that I created for him, and I think that is his own belief. So let's see how it can work. It is El-Rufai versus Tinubu 2027. El-Rufai, like I usually describe him, that is a leper that cannot squeeze milk, but can scatter it. So let's wait and see the strategy that is going to use in 2027. And I don't pity any one of them, both El-Rufai and Tinubu. I see both of them as political strategists that they know how to plan their thing. But Yoruba will let's wait. 2027 is good.
Is it true that Obi is truly pulling down the image of Nigeria outside?
Where
internationally? Is he denting the image of the country? This is what Sanwo-Olu is fighting for.
Well, both of them, they are play role. Because if Tinubu also, they are also in opposition. When they are in opposition, we hear so many things that they do. Even they politicize our security challenge, that the whole Nigerians will come together and fight. In 2015, insecurity was politicized. It was weaponized to unseat Jonathan. So they should not be crying now. Both of them, they are playing the role. It's like a keeper and a striker. The striker will strike, the keeper will look for the way to keep it. So go and check what Obi said. Is it true or not? The answer is true. So why are you afraid? Why are you afraid of somebody telling you, telling people what you are doing? If you are doing well, of course they will do it. Check the analysis. Check what Obi said. Obi talked about our economy in 1990 up to now. He didn't even concentrate it on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He was talking about
25 years
ago. Was Tinubu a president 25 years ago? So he packaged everything together. So anybody that want to be honest with himself, we know that what Obi is saying, it may sound like he is trying to demarket Nigeria, but is it Obi that will demarket Nigeria if Nigeria market itself well? Obi cannot demarket Nigeria. That is the truth of the matter. What Obi is saying is obvious thing. It's what somebody can verify. It's like a blind man that Yoruba will say, on to if you go to the north, if you are a bad man, I mean, a blind man, they call you that you're a blind man. It doesn't concern them. If you are somebody that you are, that's the name they were going to give you. So when you say Nigeria is not good, it's not that you are demarketing Nigeria. Nigeria is not good. That is the truth of the matter.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Femi David Okafor. I am today Okafor saying that that deceitful gesture from Delta State PDP members to cancerous party, that's APC, history will judge every politician in Nigeria. All right, we need to write in popular this morning. Koiki Media also joined us today. We say thank you for joining us. Koiki was here. Yeah, I saw him in the comment section.
Bless you.
Commenting, and thanks for the compliment, Koiki Media. Thank you so much. All right, all the way from Netherlands, Nnamdi Kanu joined us. We also have our Patience Idemudia here with us. We say thank you for joining us. Anthony Okoye joined us on the program this morning. We say thank you. Gladys Oyabo also joined us. Not forgetting Udeze Chima, the chief himself. He also joined us this morning. Thank you so much. Taiwo Odunlade also joined us, but he sent a message privately. Thank you for joining us, Voice Communities. We appreciate you. Williams Okameme, we appreciate you as well. Babayaga also joined us. Obi Ozinwa Ozo Obinwa, thank you so much. Yagali Babayaga, thank you so much. Godwin Nwazima, thank you. Mark Gold also joined us. We appreciate Tani Mola Joseph always joining us on the platform. We say thank you. Many Clef Wolex, thank you for joining us. Many viewers on the platform that I can't mention. I can't mention everybody's name. Lady G, Kate Perry, we appreciate your presence this morning. David Okafor, Buraima also join us. We say thank you to all, and those who will be watching after this live broadcast. We appreciate you too. Please, if you're joining us for the first time, you can be part of the family by subscribing on the channel. Very important, Francis. Thank you. For the Frank Prince, they didn't see Frank Prince today. Frank Prince, I know you'll be watching after this live broadcast. We say thank you. Natalia Labu Amu Us. Thank you so much, all. We appreciate you. Please subscribe on the channel and make sure you comment after this live broadcast. Your own opinion. Your opinions are needed. Please. Let us respect each other's opinions, like I do say on the platform. No hate speech, no derogatory words. We are all human beings, and we are all entitled to our opinions. Michael Adekule is telling you to stay safe. Goodbye, everyone.